What's up, everybody? This is your host, Chopsticks, and this is the After Hours. Tonight I'd like to talk about a movie that was a video game. That video game is Iron Lung. Now, Markiplier did very well on this film. If it was anybody else doing it, I don't think the movie would have did well. I think it would have flopped, just because video adaptations don't do well. And I think he set the bar. Now, with that, the movie is super slow. So you are warned. It doesn't pick up until towards the middle of the film. He did really well adding video game aspects of the video game in the movie, and those aspects are the usage of the photo arrays from the X-ray photo machine, the usage of the console commands that you have within the computer, the random items that pop up, the speaker box that plays random people talking to the main character, that kind of thing. They gave more in depth to the story because the game basically didn't have much of a story. They added a huge amount of character detail to his character itself to give it more depth. They gave it a name. The name is Simon. We know who the character is now. I wouldn't recommend this to anybody normal. Like, if you're a video game enthusiast, especially horror games, I would recommend it. If you were just a person who's every average Joe Schmo, wait till it comes out on film, don't waste your money. Or wait till a streaming network, actually. No one really picks up DVDs anymore. Just because if you don't know anything about the lore, you're going to be so lost during the film. There were plenty of people that I've seen at the theaters getting up and leaving because they didn't understand, or they were just there because their children wanted to see it because it's Markiplier. Wholeheartedly, I believe that this film would have did better if they would have explained a little bit more about the reasoning behind the thing. Like, you know, why did the stars burn out? I get that's what they're trying to figure out, what they can do to save everybody. I get that you're not on Earth, you're on some random moon, but you don't know that until like halfway through the film through a bunch of like flashbacks, and that's really hard because you don't want to sit through a bunch of flashbacks just to know what the story is. And most of those flashbacks are really just picking and choosing here and there, and it's just random items or events that make him have the flashback. The mental breakdown of the character was phenomenal because it shows that the more he sits on the ship, the farther he goes down, the more loss of time he has, the more his psyche starts to break and crumble. Is he ever going to get out of the sub? Are they going to continue lying to him? What is his purpose? Why did they lie to him in the first place? You know, he was being blamed for the murder of an entire colony. Okay, but who was the reason behind that murder? You know, that kind of thing. So this is the whole point of the film itself, and honestly, it could have been a little bit better. I think it was overly hyped, and I've said that, and I think it's overly hyped just because it's Markiplier. He did really well. His name's attached to it. I think it's great that he added the original designer and the original writer of the game to help him with the movie. No one does that. That's full on awesome, because I think more video game aspects should do that for movies. And the fact that he pocketed, like, he didn't pocket it, he produced the entire movie on his pocket. That's amazing. You never hear that. So I will say I enjoyed the film, but save your money, wait till it streams, or if you really want to give to the creator itself some money and some, you know, that kind of thing, go and see it. But to me, I think you should wait till it hits a streaming platform. I give the movie 6 out of 10, and that is my rating, and that is just how I feel about it. I'm your host, Chopsticks. Catch you in the next one. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to bring those tokens for next time, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night.